That's the reason we go for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They'll start with the option. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Taken down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Gets it to Gabriel on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target.
And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo.
This from 54 yards away.
A 54-yard attempt.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
His throw incomplete.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Locke. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and
an incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
55, Mark, 55. Hey, get in the way. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I got him. Hey, alert 3. Topper. Why? Who? What happened?
From the gun, it's Locke. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
no score.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Locke working out of the gun.
That's going to be caught by Jeudy.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Jerry Jeudy.
His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Broncos 7. Washington, nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd down, Gibson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Formation for Washington.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards.
And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lock.
Oh, he'll enter this one deep for...
He's got a man. Complete. The 20. 10.
You gotta love it, baby. Give us some
on the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 77 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability.
Extra point.
It's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Everyone's got four down. 26 months, 26 months. Switch it.
Now a give right side. Gibson. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Michael O.J. Mudia with the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, it's Gibson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And it's third down.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
At the 30-yard line.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun. Block. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
55 Mike, 55. 3 buzz. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Let's go, D. Mike, 55. Right there.
From the gun. Block. And his throw is incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, it's Locke. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
1st and 10 at the 18.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Locke. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Washington nothing.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Locke. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Broncos. First and goal at the 3-yard.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
56 to Mike. 56.
Operating from the gun. Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Ready? Switch. 61. Matchbox. Light.
A final shot before half for Locke.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy.
As time expires in the first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They show great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
Brings up second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Locke.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Third down.
So third and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack.
From the gun. Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
But that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
The intended receiver was Thaddeus Moss.
And now it's second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown on the season.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Washington 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
33-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Block. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. This is the tight end Fant. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
When you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
On second down, here's Locke.
That's caught left side by Judy.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
56. Mike's 56. It's coming this way, Here we go.
Locke looks to throw it again. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Loss leads to second and goal at the 13-yard line.
To try again after the sack. Locke. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. If they needed a break, they needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
On first down, Gibson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver.
He's crossing.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record.
There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 46 yards. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown.
Is good.
And he's got it up and through.
Score, Broncos 35, Washington 7. Brendan McManus to kick
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
3 yards on the play.
33 yards that time.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down. 4 down. Check.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
4th down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Got an open man, finds Gibson.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target.
And it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Let's go, defenses. Get out the field, defense.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Makes the score Broncos 35, Washington 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
The 39-yard line.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy,
but it'll be second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Locke again. The quick slant caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. From the gun, Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And his kick is good.
Makes the score Broncos 35, Washington 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this fourth quarter. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
26 Mike, 26 Mike, go, go. Championship, baby. Let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. That catch good for only a couple. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. He'll buy some time right. He'll go up top here for him. That's caught at the 25. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll actually throw it with Locke. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Demarius Randall. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Washington.
Charles, we saw a lot of...
With a pinky ring, everybody used to pick at me. Now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear.